Hi everyone. So I've been getting a lot of emails and phone calls and messages and stuff like that about sponsorship and how I've been able to raise sponsorship in the past 2 years for motorsport. And there's no exact secret to it. It's very difficult. It's not been easy It's not been an easy journey for me. I think the most important thing you need to have, the first and most important thing you need to have is a plan, and you need to believe in that plan, because at the end of it, when you're going and asking someone, say for 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, or even say 2-3 crores if you're going international, you got to believe in that plan, because when you're sitting down in that room, you got to be completely convinced yourself before you try and convince the gentleman across the table. And it doesn't come easy. Like, I've been asked that, oh, can you help me out, can you give me some contacts and this and that. If it was that easy, then we'd all have sponsors. And then it's not been easy for me as well, because I got into racing in 2012. I didn't have a single podium in 2012, and still 2013 I was completely funded for 2 series by 4 absolutely wonderful sponsors. That's Smash, Secret, Big Thrill RTL, and the absolutely amazing FEI Cargo, who are partnering with me this year as well, and hopefully for many years to come. The secret is, like I said, the thing is that you got to keep trying. There's you got to give focus and give it absolutely everything you've got. Like, I've probably sent out, I was checking the other day, well over 1800 emails since the start of 2013. 1800 emails, and out of which I probably didn't even get 150 replies. So first and foremost, email isn't the best way to go about things, but you got to try it, because say you have that one person who might just answer, and that happened to me one of the times. Then secondly, you also got to, in these emails, you got to be very brief about the emails you're sending out, not something long, and you got to be very articulate. You got to write them down very well, because get someone, if you don't think you can write well enough, get someone to help you out on that. Also, you need to have your sponsorship presentation. Now, spend a lot of time on this, and don't go and ask other drivers for sponsor presentation. Like, I've been asked a lot. No harm in that, but it's just that I didn't get it from anyone. I did it myself. And if you look at my first presentation in 2012 that I made, it was absolutely rubbish. It was a joke, and no wonder I didn't have sponsors. And now that I look back at it, I can say I've come a long way, but this is completely self-taught. So go online. There's thousands of drivers around the world. Look for their presentations. Try and copy them, try and gain as much as you can from them. Look at team presentations as well. That helps a lot. And like I said, you need to just download hundreds of these presentations and look through each one, see what you can get from here, see what you can get from there, and put together your own presentation. It has to be visually appealing. It has to have data which makes sense. Don't give unnecessary data, and don't keep it too long. I think anywhere between 15 to 20 slides is good enough. Shorter the better, but 15 to 20 slides should be good. And another very, very important thing is, don't go to someone with a 6-month plan or an 8-month plan, because nobody wants to invest in you for 6 months and 8 months and say bye-bye. Show that you're committed to this sport. Show that you want to make a long-term goal. You want to make a long-term career in this sport. Show a 2-year plan, a 3-year plan. Show them where you are where you were in the past, where you are right now, where you see yourself in a year and 2 years and 3 years from now, and how their brand, their company is with you on this journey. Be very realistic. Don't go and say I want to be in Formula 1 in 2 years. Be very realistic, because at the end of it, someone who's going to invest in you knows about motorsport, and if he knows that you're trying to pull a fast one, that's not going to work. Thirdly, very important is that do not get disheartened. That's extremely, extremely important. Like I said, I'd have been disheartened in my first month had I given up easily, because you get thousands of no's. And the worst part, I think it's a problem we face in Indian companies, that people just stop replying. They don't want to say no. They start ignoring you, they block you, they just stop answering your calls, your emails. So don't let that get to you. There's 1.2 billion people in this country, remember that. So don't let one person just mess it up. And don't just try India. We're a growing economy. We have companies investing in, companies from around the world investing in our country and our people. So don't just try India. What else is there? Like I said, just keep trying. So another very important thing is phone calls. Just blind calls. Just call up a company, find out who the director is, the managing director is. Like, my advice is, don't go to marketing people unless you have a contact, because they don't understand it. And if it's not cricket, they're gonna be like, doesn't work for us. I'm serious about that. Like, marketing people just don't understand the sport. So you have to go to the head, the director, the managing director, the chairman, the CEO. Go through a contact. That always helps. Or just like I said, blind calls or blind emails. Call up and sound confident. Say, I am so-and-so, I'm a racing driver and I've got a partnership motorsport partnership that I want to discuss with the gentleman, you'll be usually put forward to his secretary, who is usually there to prevent you from speaking to the person, but those few chances where they actually believe in what you're saying, or they're just nicer people, you can actually get through the person, set up a meeting and sound confident. Don't go sound as confident as you can, because if he's going to invest in you, you're a racing driver, you're not anyone else. You're supposed to be confident, you're supposed to be gutsy, you're supposed to carry yourself, carry his brand. So he wants to do it in someone who's, invest in someone who's actually confident. So that's very, very important. Try and get a meeting. Say I have a motorsport plan, I'm a racing driver, things have gone well, and I've researched your company. That's very important. Do research its company, try and get some insight as to what sports event they've sponsored or what his personal interests are. Usually it helps when you get to know about the top man's personal interest. So do that research before you call and say, this is something that's going to be really, really beneficial for your company. It would be great if we could set up a meeting. So usually they do agree. If the fact you've got to the point of actually speaking to them, they usually do agree. Then another very important thing is that, this is just what I've experienced, is that don't get your father, your mother, your brother or anyone else to call. You need to call yourself. If your father is I may be completely wrong over here, but if your father is going to call and set up the meeting, and when you're in a meeting you're going to sit there like a sheep, nobody's going to invest in you, because like I said, you're a racing driver, you're a charismatic, you're a daredevil, you're someone who doesn't give up on anything. And if you're just going to sit there in a corner while someone else is talking to you, why would he want to invest in you? Think about it yourself. And if I was the CEO of a company and a father and his son walk in, or a son and 2-3 people walk in, and the boy's just going to sit there and the old man's going to be talking, I'm going to be like, does the old man want to race or do you want to race? So I think that's very, very important. Don't let anyone else do it for you, unless of course you have a manager and you're very fortunate about that your manager understands the sport. But do it yourself. That's most important. Another thing is just keep talking to people. Networking is the most important factor in securing sponsorship. Anywhere I go, I speak to people, and don't go around and saying, oh, I'm a racing driver, blah, blah, blah. Just try and be as humble as you can. Speak to people, say, you know what, I've got these plans. Very difficult raising sponsorship, but I have genuine plans. I'm not asking someone to donate or just throw money at me. I have a serious plan where people can benefit, their companies can benefit. So try and talk to people as much as possible. You got to be very active through your social media, through various other forms of media, your Twitter, your YouTube. Be as active as possible, because today everything's on social media. So who's to say you get lucky at some point? And because at the end of it, also, if you're going to go and sit somewhere, you're going to present to someone, they should know who you are. You should not just be some random person coming over there. They hopefully should have seen your pictures on Facebook or on Twitter, or tweet to the people, or on YouTube or something or the other. Another very important thing is don't get disheartened if you don't have results. Like I said, I think I'm saying this again, but in 2012 I had not a single podium to my name, but I just went on the dream. I told them that okay, there were promising signs that I was quick in a car and I was going to be quick in the future, and I said I needed the opportunity, and that's basically how I got funded in 2013. Now I look back and I seriously don't understand how, without a single podium, and touch wood, things have gone well since then. But like, even if you have nothing, even if you don't have a single podium to your name, just show commitment. Another thing very important is that go sharply dressed, because you got to look as presentable as possible. Work out in the gym as hard as you can. Show that you're fit. Don't go. You can't look unfit and go into a meeting. Try and wear a suit. That really helps. Presentation, like I said, is extremely important. Speak well, even in your emails. Speak well, articulate, get to the point, don't beat around the bush, and try everyone. Also another thing, there's no specific company that just invests in motorsport. For example, last year I had Secret, which is a cosmetics company. You'd never imagine them sponsoring motorsport, but I was sponsored by them last year. So don't just pick a set of companies in a certain sector and just approach them. Approach anyone, anyone and everyone. Approach these billionaires who want to probably vicariously live through your life of being a racing driver. Approach every single company, every single individual, and give a serious plan. Do not go and do not show that, oh, I am so low, I don't have sponsorship. Show that you want to do it. Show confidence. Self-pity never works. That's another thing I've realized. Self-pity will not work. Even if you have 5 national titles, 4 national titles, 25 podiums, 50 podiums, nobody's going to feel sorry for the fact that you don't have sponsorship. You have to go out there and get it. That's the whole idea. Go out there and get it. It's not going to come to you. It doesn't come to anyone. You have to go out there, knock on 1,000 doors, send out thousands of emails, make thousands of calls, get 90% rejections, but that one, you need that one to give you a break, and that makes you really, really believe. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. I mean, I'm just doing it because, like I said, I've been getting so many emails and messages and calls, and even when I'm at the track, everyone's asking me how I do it, and there's no secret to it. Just commit yourself 100% to it. So I hope this video helps you all, and if you have any questions, please let me know. But I hope this should have helped you all out. Thanks a lot, and we're racing next month for the final and the MRF Formula Ford 1600 in Delhi. Currently second in the championship, and I need to win this.